Tonight, bars and restaurants will be closing across Minnesota. Governor Tim Walz making that decision today when it goes into effect.
And state of emergency in Douglas County and Superior. That declaration made by government leaders today, what it means for you.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. As the cases of COVID-19 in Minnesota continue to climb, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is taking decisive action to curb the spread tonight.
We're learning within the last hour. He is ordering the partial closure of restaurants, bars, and places of public accommodation, such as fitness centers and movie theaters by 5 p.m. tomorrow.
The move does not include grocery stores. He is also expected to sign an executive order to ensure workers affected by these closures have the support they need. He said this is a challenging time for business owners, employees, and children and families alike, and that we must come together as one Minnesota to care for our neighbors and slow the spread of COVID-19.
We need to stop congregating. We're going to close the bars. We're going to close the restaurants. We're going to close the places where we gather. And understanding that this is the magnitude of what we're doing is not lost on any of us. The impositions that it will cause on people are not lost on any of us.
The governor's order is expected to allow restaurants to still operate if they choose, but only offering delivery or takeout. The measure will go into effect at 5 o'clock tomorrow. The city of Superior and Douglas County declared a local public health emergency this afternoon.
CBS3's Emma Quinn joins us live from Superior's Government Center. Emma, what does this move mean for Superior and for Douglas County?
So, Kristen, Tony, city and county officials say that the big goal of this declaration is to prevent the spread of COVID-19 here in Superior and Douglas County. Now, as part of that emergency, Mayor Jim Payne says some city offices will be closed to the public, such as financial and permitting offices, but he emphasized that all Superior city services will stay operational. The county's government buildings will stay open, but those who need services are asked to call or email instead of coming into the building. All first responder units will be operational throughout the city and the county, but staffing may be adjusted as needed. And Payne says this is a step the city and county is taking to protect those who are most vulnerable.
This is not a crisis right now. The steps that we are taking are to prevent or minimize a potential crisis.
Now, on Tuesday night, the Superior City Council will be asked to vote whether or not to declare this state of emergency, and Douglas County Board will be voting on Thursday. Now, Payne tells me that this declaration is to help them keep track of finances, and again, the Superior City Council will be voting on tomorrow night on Tuesday, and the County Board is expected to be voting on Thursday.
All right, Emma Quinn live for us in Superior tonight on the city and the county declaring a state of emergency. Thanks, Emma. Well, let's take a look at how many cases there are around the region. Again, there are no cases confirmed in the Northland. However, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota have all seen an uptick in the number of cases. Michigan now has 53 cases, none in the UP. Wisconsin has 47, and Minnesota has jumped to 54.
Meanwhile, in the U.S., with nearly 600 more cases reported today, there are now more than 4,200 cases with more than 70 deaths. Worldwide, the total number of cases is at 180,000, with more than 7,100 deaths and roughly 80,000 recoveries.
There are many questions surrounding when or even if you should get tested for the coronavirus.
CBS3's Brian Campo heard from leaders at both Essentia Health and St. Luke's today. And Brian, what was their big message?
The big message was those hospital leaders want the community to know that testing resources are sparse in Minnesota. They say they can order the test, perform it, but results aren't getting back from the state health department for days. Not only overwhelm the hospital systems, both St. Luke's and Essentia are requiring a form of screening before they'll test you for COVID-19. Some of the main COVID-19 systems are fever, cough, and shortness of breath, but those are also other symptoms with other infections. So to weed out those other possibilities, hospital leaders ask that you call one of either Essentia or St. Luke's hotlines or visit their websites to go through an e-care visit. An Essentia hospital leader says those e-visits are up 10 times what they usually are this time of the year. St. Luke's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Nick Van Deelen, agreed that filtering those who need it actually to be tested is crucial right now.
I would advocate at this point that if you're well And you don't have to go out where there are multiple people you don't know. Stay home.
Now you can see those phone numbers for both hospital hotlines on your screen. They are also on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Van Deelen, in the last week, St. Luke's has sent about 70 COVID-19 tests to the Minnesota Department of Health. He says the turnaround time is about 4 days. They've heard back on 15 tests so far, all of which came back negative. Now, coming up later at 10, we'll hear from both hospitals about their drive-through testing plans. Comes later this week. They lay out how it would work and explain how it could free up hospital space for those who really need it.
All right, thanks, Brian. Essentia announced yesterday they will be placing restrictions on visitors. They said no visitors will be allowed in the building except for the following circumstances. For the emergency department, one visitor will be allowed for pediatric and vulnerable adult patients. For pediatric, labor and delivery patients, and neonatal intensive care, one adult visitor will be allowed per patient. All other visitors will be asked to leave the hospital. This policy went into effect today at noon. No word from St. Luke's on if they will be limiting visitors at this point.
And here's a live look at Duluth City Hall, which will be closing to the public starting tomorrow. The closure impacts all city buildings. Starting Wednesday, all non-essential city staff will also be working from home. Only people who need access to city facilities like police, fire, and public works will be allowed to go to work. Mayor Emily Larson says it's in an effort to keep staff safe.
We will continue to conduct city business utilizing technology, social distancing, and other COVID-19 safe strategies, including city council meetings. More details on that to follow in the next day as we work out the technology and the access points.
The city says they're going to keep monitoring the situation and make adjustments as necessary.
As you heard, Mayor Emily Larson says Duluth City Council meetings will continue. It will be Councilor Gary Anderson's decision whether to keep them open to the public as he is council president. He's considering moving to a live televised option, letting people call in with questions rather than be there in person. You can expect a decision in the coming days.
Duluth Police Chief Mike Tuscan spoke during today's conference. He assured the community officers are ready to respond to any emergency situation. However, Tuscan said for non-emergency situations, they ask people to report online or on the phone.
Dave joins us now for a quick look at the weather. Dave, I woke up to, I would say, 2 to 3 inches of snow this morning. It was a decent amount.
Yeah, that's about what you got up to up north in Minnesota, while in Wisconsin they got more rain than anything else.
Okay.
So a good reason for us to put on our purple, huh, Kristen? We're celebrating St. Urho's Day. And this morning the clouds were so low you could cut them with a puko. But the low pressure system is leaving. We're starting to clear up. And this live picture just north of the Deer River area shows whatever snow they managed to get in that neck of the woods is already off the roadways, and the sun is coming out. That's because high pressure is pushing in to bring us a sunny day for Tuesday. There's the low off to the east that brought the snow to some towns earlier today and a little bit of rain to others. Our day planner then for Tuesday says it should be relatively sunny, partly sunny as you get out the door in the morning, if you have anywhere to go these days. So many people don't, it seems. By lunchtime, partly cloudy sky, and then coming back home, mostly sunny from the high pressure, high of 32. But by Wednesday, the sun goes away. A new low comes that may pack a little more of a punch than the one we had this morning. We'll talk about the rain-snow mix it'll be bringing coming up in a few more minutes.
Well, Minnesota's schools will close starting Wednesday. Duluth Public Schools are hashing out ways to still lend a hand to their community. Superintendent Bill Gronseth says they're working out details on how the school district can provide breakfast and lunch to their students. He hopes to be able to share details on that program soon. He also says they'll offer child care services for parents who are first responders, healthcare workers, or district staff. The Duluth school system is working through the weekend in a response on. Here's what Gronseth had to say earlier today.
These are certainly unprecedented, challenging times, and we're making plans and taking precautions with students and staff well-being in mind.
Gronseth says the district planned to send out a survey today to learn more about what services might be needed in the community. The district has also set up an email address where parents can send any questions. That email is covidquestions@isd709.org.
Meanwhile, Duluth schools are doing their part to make sure children don't go hungry. CBS 3's Leon Valdez explains.
Yep, we've got a shelf right there for you to put it on. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Myers Wilkins Elementary. is busy.
Yeah, we've been putting donations out since school started this morning after breakfast.
After a call for food donations on Facebook Sunday.
Good morning. Come on in.
They have been coming in all morning.
And we've had a steady stream of people dropping stuff off.
A community coming together, making sure no child goes hungry.
It's pretty exciting to see the outpouring of support for our kids. We all know our kids and love our kids a lot, but it's amazing that the community wants to rally around us.
Myers-Wilkins serves 450 students. More than 80% of them qualify for free or reduced lunches.
A lot of our parents are working shift work, paycheck to paycheck, getting paid hourly, so we have big concerns for them.
The school is asking for non-perishable food items, but is also accepting household ones, too.
We're also looking at some personal hygiene items, bar soap, toilet paper, and or household cleaning products.
What if we put those chips right there? Yeah.
Families are able to grab a bag and fill it up for free. School officials hope this helps ease the stress on families during this time and remind the children they are still there for them.
It's a time for families to pull together and that we have to focus on taking care of each other and making kids still feel connected to school even when they're away from us.
If you'd like to donate, Myers-Wilkins is accepting donations today, and that ended about 6 p.m. and tomorrow from 7 a.m. to noon. Meanwhile, Laura MacArthur Elementary is also accepting food donations. You can stop by there until 7 p.m. tonight and tomorrow between 7:15 a.m. and 1:30 p.m.
The Duluth area YMCA will close its fitness centers Wednesday, but their food distribution and child care services will remain open. YMCA leaders say they will only be able to care for children of first responders, healthcare workers, and essential staff. The closure is expected to last until at least March 30th. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, the day the music died, a popular Duluth festival has been canceled. What it means coming up.
Today was normal for temperatures. 34 is the norm. 34 is what we got. What will we get tomorrow? I'll tell you more about it coming up right after our break.
Look at what just $10 a month will get you when you spend $5.99. A classy bedroom set, all 4 pieces, only $10 a month. 5-year financing on purchases of just $5.99 or more. And get free shipping with no minimum, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Our shower was like 20 years old and it was just in the worst condition. We had a new shower put in and it was acrylic and there's hardly any cleaning compared to the other one. We decided to call Bath Planet and Wayne did contact us and he made sure that it was a good time for us.
He came here at 8 o'clock in the morning. Job was done by 4 o'clock.
I'm so glad that we chose Bath Planet.
Come visit us in our new showroom at the Miller Hill Mall. No one goes all in on made-from-scratch freshness like Papa Murphy's. Because when you go all in, people notice. This game day, go all in with the new Triple Pet for just $8. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
If you are trying to decide on a school for your children, look at Stella Maris Academy for our academics, the spiritual aspect. Come and take a tour, come into the classrooms, see what it's all about, because it really is a great place to be.
I guarantee you, if your home just burned to the ground or you had a major accident, your first thing you're going to think about, it's not going to be, I just saved $500 on my auto and home insurance today. It's going to be, am I covered? At Vernon Insurance Agency, our first, second, and third goal is that you understand your coverage, there's no gaps in coverage, and your claims are covered when you have them. Call Vernon Insurance Agency today, 218-384-3970.
It's the extreme deal of the day. Call now and get fast internet for less than $20 a month. If you ever thought about switching internet providers, the time to do it is now. For a limited time, you can get Access Internet 60 with speeds up to 60 meg and in-home Wi-Fi for only $19.99 a month for 1 year. Plus, there's no contract to sign. This is your chance to get real high-speed internet without the high price. Call 855-330-4175 today.
Backed by popular demand at Slumberland. Look at what $10 per month will get you. A Sealy luxury firm queen mattress with this modern upholstery base, $10 a month. Pay no interest for 5 years when you spend $5.99 or more. Look at what $10 will get you at Slumberland.
In every case, there's someone who stands accused.
someone who stands to win or lose. But I stand for the truth. On that, I give you my word.
We speak for those who don't have a voice.
I'm innocent.
I know.
We're the best at putting away the worst.
This is proof the justice system works.
It's proof that it doesn't always fail.
In my courtroom, we always get justice.
A New All Rise, tonight at 9/8 Central on CBS.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, today we wear the purple for St. Urho, tomorrow the green for St. Patrick, and today we received a little bit of precip. Tomorrow should be gorgeous and sunny. Today's snow totals primarily affected northern Minnesota, about 3.5 inches for International Falls, 2.3 towards Ely, and then we go down the line to Iron Junction there, just north of Forbes, where I got married, almost 2 inches. Hermantown about a 1/2 inch, Cass Lake about a 1/2 inch there as well. So this wasn't such a big go-around, but another go-around could be coming around by Wednesday, and we'll talk more about the totals possible with that one here in just a little bit. Right now, we take a look, of course, at the current conditions. Live picture downtown Duluth shows the sun breaking out after this morning's low-pressure system. And right now, we have 32 degrees to report at the airport. Westerly winds going 16 miles per hour, and our air pressure's coming up, 1,017 millibars. The low is going, a high is coming, a high that will keep us on the sunny side probably through Tuesday. Come Wednesday, though, back towards the cloudy side of life. Right now, what are we getting? A little bit of light snow still continuing parts of the Upper Peninsula and mixing in with a little bit of rain shower activity in northwestern Wisconsin and the South Shore, as you can see right over the Ashland area currently. But that should fade away here tonight, and things will start to clear up even in this neck of the woods like they are already in northwestern Minnesota. So we go from the now to what's coming up for Tuesday. The higher pressure settling in helps push away the low pressure system, and Tuesday should be gorgeous, clear to partly cloudy sky, but don't let it trick you. As early as Wednesday, a Colorado low could come to call, pushing back in clouds, and a 70 to 80% chance for a rain-snow mix for Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe even early Friday morning. Too early right now, frankly, to hammer out snow totals because we could go all over the board and reality will change before the system gets here on Wednesday. But at this stage of the game, it looks like a couple of inches could stick, not only in northern Minnesota, but around the South Shore as well. So this one's a little bit more oomph-packed, we could say, than the one that we just got rid of here today. We'll talk, of course, more about it as we track it, getting closer to Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday morning. Right now, we take a look at the forecast for tonight, where Minnesota low temps could go as cool as 10 inland to 20 by the lake, with a mostly cloudy sky as we shake off the precip that we did indeed receive this morning. But again, a couple of holes punched in the clouds here and there like we're seeing on those live pictures. Into Wisconsin and Michigan, low temps there, upper teens. Drizzle, if you're still getting it, should end in a couple of hours and start to clear up overnight. Now for tomorrow in Wisconsin and Michigan, then look for a clear to partly cloudy sky up above you with high temps running 33 to 37, reasonably close to the normal of 34. Into Minnesota, range of temperatures could be 27 near the border to about 34 degrees down around Cloquet, Barnum, Moose Lake, places like that. All right, so what do we do temperature-wise for the rest of the week? Well, we don't really get that warm, about 24 to 40 as the week unfolds. 70% chance for the mix on Wednesday, 80% chance for this mix on Thursday. Could leave us something to shovel by Friday morning, Kristen and Anthony, but then for the weekend, it clears up. It gets sunny, and 30 to 35 degrees is at least close to normal, if not another one of those really mild weekends like we had a couple weeks ago where people thought maybe spring was coming, but that happens around here every year, doesn't it?
Yeah, surprise.
Yeah, it's still in winter.
Here comes the snow.
Thanks, Dave. The Homegrown Music Festival in Duluth has been canceled due to concerns over the coronavirus. The festival's executive director posted the message on their social media and website late last night. Homegrown was originally scheduled from April 26th to May 3rd. Officials say now all programming for the 2020 festival, including the Iron Range Invasion, is canceled in an effort to keep the public, staff, and performers safe.
One of Duluth's movie theaters is not closing, but is limiting the number of people who can attend each screening. Marcus Duluth 10 Cinema wrote in a Facebook post today, new social distancing seating arrangements will be in place at all their theaters. They write, starting today, all auditoriums will be limited to half their normal capacity. They're also going to add extra space between each pair of seats to keep people further away.
All right, Kelly's here to talk about some sports. Hard to believe we're able to talk about football already again.
We are. The Vikings just dishing us content, some news, some good news, some eerie news. We're going to talk about it coming up next in sports. Stay with us.
Save big on remaining 18, 19, and 20 boats at RJ Sport & Cycle.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
We're in, we're out, we're back on the road. Let's go. Here we go. Pick them up, put them down. Get on in there, get a snack, go to the bathroom. Everybody goes to the bathroom. Just make sure the cat goes to the bathroom. We are not stopping anywhere else. The youth will go to the bathroom. Wait, who's that guy? When do we pick him up? All right.
So everybody had their introductory conversations. 30 seconds, one puncher. Make sure you've got their name, and 30 seconds, line puncher at the top. Situated, ready. Ready, set, draw.
Sorry, Elsie.
Stop moving. Oh my gosh. Got it. It's totally changed.
I'm sorry.
Nothing poopy scarf. Going for it. And done. Oh
The fun never ends at Black Bear Casino Resort with over 1,800 of the hottest slot machines and our thrilling selection of table games and 500-person bingo hall.
My place for gaming.
From casual to fine dining, satisfy your taste buds at one of our 3 dining venues.
My place for dining.
And relax in comfort with all of our first-class amenities.
My place to stay.
Looking for the party? Look no further than the Otter Creek Event Center.
My place for fun.
Visit blackbearcasinoresort.com and make the Bear your place.
Keep scrolling. Order food. Skip headlines. Order shoes. Use AutoSend for flowers. Use AutoSend for birthdays. Don't go outside. Don't go outside. Don't leave the phone behind. No sync. Don't blink. Don't think. Don't ever let yourself feel this alive. Breathe. Ride.
At Lift Pro International, we have custom designed and fabricated lifting, weighing, and rigging solutions for more than 40 years. With a worldwide presence and reputation, we need world-class insurance to match. This is why we trust Cindy of Vernon Insurance to make sure we're fully covered no matter where in the world we're doing business.
Protect your home, vehicle, or business, and your peace of mind. Call Cindy at Vernon Insurance today.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app. Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
With all of the closures, the cancellations, and the suspensions, it's no surprise that the UMAC, which both the University of Wisconsin Superior, College of St. Scholastica, and Northland College, they voted to cancel the remainder of its spring sports season. The UMAC Council of Presidents voted unanimously today to cancel the remainder of the spring season in an effort to prevent the further spreading of the COVID-19 virus. And amidst all of the madness, I am here to remind you, even when football ever returns, the Vikings have a lot of pieces to nail down this offseason. And here is a very positive piece they've nailed down today. Duluth's own C.J. Ham is sticking around. Ham signed a 3-year contract extension with the Minnesota Vikings. That deal will pay the Duluth native and Denfeld alum $12.25 million over the next 4 years. That is up from his $645,000 salary that he earned last year. Ham follows a season where he caught 17 passes for 149 yards and a touchdown. The deal keeps him through 2024. CJ is not the only Viking getting paid today. The Minnesota Vikings and the 31-year-old quarterback Kirk Cousins agreed to a 2-year contract extension. Cousins will receive $66 million over the 2 extra years with $61 million guaranteed. Cousins was entering the final season of his fully guaranteed 3-year, $84 million deal. He signed as a free agent. The veteran threw for 3,603 yards and 26 touchdowns with just 6 interceptions in 15 starts last season. The Associated Press announced 3 area high school hockey players that have been named to the 2020 All-State team and Player of the Year. To no one's surprise is Hermantown's Blake Biondi. Biondi is the first Hawk to earn Player of the Year. He was also named to the first team after leading his team to the Class A state title game. 3 high school hockey players from the Northland were named to all-state teams. Biondi earned first team. Hermantown defenseman Joey Pierce was named to the second team, and Grand Rapids goalie Carter Clapton was named to the third team. The National Collegiate Hockey Conference released its 2019-2020 individual awards earlier today, and almost every category includes a UMD Bulldog. First up, Scott Perunovich has been named one of 3 finalists for Player of the Year. The junior hitting native became the first defenseman to win the NCHC scoring title. 28 assists in 24 games, 32 total points. He also blocked 43 shots and was named Conference Defenseman of the Week 5 times this year. Perunovich also a finalist for Offensive Defenseman of the Year. In addition, Scott Sandelin has been named a finalist for the Herb Brooks Coach of the Year award. Hunter Shepard is a finalist for Goaltender of the Year. Nick Wolf has been named a finalist for Defensive Defenseman of the Year. And Justin Richards is a finalist for Defensive Forward of the Year. Tony, I got to call you out.
Yeah.
Your thumbs down in Kirk Cousins.
No, I wasn't.
Why?
Let's focus on the positive, and that's how happy I am that we re-signed CJ Ham.
Yes.
He's just a bowling ball out there. He does a great job. You don't pay someone like that to tote the rock, but man, is he good at blocking downfield for everyone else.
Very exciting.
How about all those hockey awards?
I mean,
wow.
Congrats. I know the UMD Bulldogs didn't get their final postseason, but they got that heck of a regular season.
Yeah.
Congrats to them.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well deserved.
Thanks, Kelly.
All right, Dave, let's take a last look at the weather on St. Urho's Day.
Yeah, you betcha. We'll take a look at that. And then, of course, tomorrow it is going to be St. Patrick's Day. You know, back in 1965, there was a huge blizzard on St. Patrick's Day. Tomorrow's going to be a lot nicer. Sunny sky, high temp 32. That's just 2 degrees cooler than normal. But Wednesday and Thursday, we get some decent chances for some late season snow, which we'll keep talking about as we track it.
Grab the shovel.
Yep.
Take it back out. Thanks, Dave. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you at 10.